guys, I'm Paige Novak.
And I'm Ren Murray.
And we're here with Union 1 for your social media update. Right now, we're live on Twitter discussing the election of 1860. Let's see what some of them have to say.
At Slaves for Life 1776 says, I'm not voting for someone who's trying to abolish slavery. Hashtag Southern Pride.
What? Alright.
Okay.
That seems to be the big issue tonight. Slavery or not, we don't really know.
At Official South Carolina says, if Abraham Lincoln gets elected, we're hashtag leaving the Union. Secession?
Secession? What? I don't know.
At Henry David Thoreau
says, civil disobedience swag. Alright, buddy. Nice
so
going.
So transcendentalist.
So transcendentalist. Keep them coming, guys. We love to hear what you're saying. Let's head over to Facebook. Alright, so now we're heading over to Facebook. Let's see what some of your comments are. Charlie Smith says, all these candidates are very interesting. It seems like the Democratic Party might face some issues because there's a very distinct sectional split between North and South. Douglas and Lincoln already faced it off with their debates, so we'll just see how the American people take it. Wow, that was a pretty insightful comment there, Charlie.
Breaking news!
Alright, let's head over to Emily and Jay and see what's going on. Thanks, Jay. I'm here at the scene with Union 1, and it's very clear that this is an awful tragedy that will go down in American history. Now, if you see behind me, the scene is very devastating. There have been police around this area for the past 45 minutes. There are victims everywhere, and the families are just devastated. Miss, can I talk to you?
Yes.
What's your name?
Becca Myers. I was just passing through, and all of a sudden, all these people just started running, and I heard gunshots, and people just started falling, and there was screaming. It was just awful.
Now, do you know who was behind this?
I saw a group of black and white men, and they just had guns. They were just shooting, and people were falling. I know people are dead right now. I don't.
Reports in the studio have been telling me that John Brown is behind this entire raid. How does that make you feel?
That's just, it's awful because after bleeding Kansas, it was just, that was terrible, and the union's already on shaky enough ground as it is, and this is just gonna make it even worse, and I'm worried. I'm so worried for everyone here and for the families that have lost people, and it's just...
I'm sorry that you're feeling this way. Jay, back to you in the studio. Hi, I'm Paige Novak again from Union 1 with another perspective on the John Brown raids. Tell us your name again.
Hi, I'm Andy Black.
Andy Black. Now, I overheard you saying that this event wasn't such a bad thing. Can you elaborate more on your point?
Well, you see, I feel like it's a good step for equality, and it was done to prove a point, unlike how many people portray it as like an act of violence, but it was really an act necessary for this movement.
That's definitely not a popular opinion. Now, how do you feel about the violence that occurred?
I feel that although the violence was unfortunate, it was necessary to make this point.
So, equality for everyone, is that what you're going with?
Yes, equality for free blacks, slaves, white men, everyone. Equality is in the Constitution, and we should follow it.
So, do you think John Brown is a hero or a murderer?
I think he's a hero. He's my hero.
He's your hero. Okay. Thank you for talking with me. If you think he's a hero or a murderer, tweet us at #murderer or martyr. Thank you, and back to the studio.
I, General Robert E. Lee, stand here today to give an official statement by the government on the tragedy of the raid perpetrated by John Brown and the company of black and white men. They attacked the federal arsenal, and in the process, 7 people were murdered and 10 injured. It appears that this was an attempt to rally slaves to rise against rightful masters and free themselves. The raid was quickly put down, and we want the public to know that this will never happen again. We are following John Brown closer than ever, and it will not be long before he is in custody. And now I will be answering any questions by the public.
Mr. Lee, are we all safe?
Yes, of course. Just because this one man thinks he could try to overturn the government doesn't mean that he's better than us, because we are doing everything to catch him, and he will soon be in our custody.
Mr. Lee, what does this have to do with the fate of the Union now?
Well, you see, the Union will prevail. However, there may be more issues with slavery, but we will put an end to them.
Mr. Lee,
Yes.
are you guys hot on the trail of John Brown?
We are. We are actually very close on finding him.